Okay, now guys, this is on Shadow Temple, and of course, as we know, Shadow Temple close spawn position have been removed from the ladder, which is actually very good by Blizzard. I mean, they were really holding on to their argument that they want more variety in the game, and that's why they didn't remove the close spawns and such. But eventually, they just did, I guess, which is just for the best, I have to say. Because, like, for example, close spawn for PvT, it was so in favor in Terran. I mean, you could basically take the game right there if you were facing a Protoss who was close spawn. That was just so horrible.
Yeah, I mean, think about TVZ with 2 racks. A double 11 racks in close ground spawn, there's almost nothing that the Zerg can do.
Yes, exactly. And definitely when they go for that proxy racks as well. It's so powerful. However, Blizzard did, of course, increase the building time of the racks, and even before that, they even added like a necessary supply depot before the racks as well. You know.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they're definitely necessary. Just think. Also, can you imagine if like the big thing that it nerfed was the BBS build from Brood War, where it was just going barracks, and then your supply depot. It's so ridiculously strong.
It was very, very strong indeed.
Alright, so now.
But yeah, this game is still new, so they're just adjusting and doing everything they can, I guess.
Yeah, actually, Velmu's doing a little bit of harassment in the main base in the middle line of Verdi. Not doing real damage to the probes, but right now it's just a nice little way to be pesky, and he's actually doing a good job of trying to cancel the probes mining from this. We have a battle over who gets to mine the mineral patches.
Exactly.
That's always fun to watch.
Yes, definitely. And when the mineral patch is oversaturated, the probe will automatically choose another mineral patch, and that's exactly what he's opting to go for. And we have a Zealot coming out for Verdi, so that's gonna chase away the probe.
That's actually true in both bases. So pretty much mirror build so far.
Yes.
But if we take a look at the Chrono Boost, Velmu's not Chrono Boosting out his Cybernetics Core, while Verdi is. Verdi is looking like he might be going for a 4-gate. He's stopped his probe production. He's going to plop down 2 more gateways.
He actually has stopped his probe production.
Yeah, and will we have a 4th? Looks like we will be against a 4-gate out of Verdi.
We are. Definitely.
And there's his 4th gate being thrown down as a ramp. So there you go, Chrono Boost is there. And now if you look at Velmu, he's got 3 gates out. He's continuing his probe production, but no second gas. He might be trying to defend this with just a 3-gate.
Yeah, 3 gates Stalker is pretty powerful as well, but you need to Chrono Boost him. But we are gonna see. We have a couple of units here.
Yep, Verdi's got a probe out there, already got 1 proxy pylon out, probably will move on farther, but now Velmu could have a nice window of opportunity here to take down a Stalker or a Zealot. One of the two is trying to focus down the Stalker, now he's going to attack that Zealot. But here we go, reinforcements from Verdi. Now we have even forces, and Velmu's going to be the one losing the Stalker. Verdi lost his Zealot, but that's okay, he's warping in more Stalkers, and he has a really nice
Oh my god, he's going to lose another Stalker. This looks really bad for Velmu. Velmu's losing a lot of units here.
Yeah.
Even losing a Zealot here, that's going to be really awful. But actually, if you look at the supply count, it's almost equal-ish. But Velmu seems a pretty good spot right now. Let's take a look at the army tab.
We got 2 sentries for Velmu. That's going to be key in delaying the 4-gate. But it seems that we have... Oh my god, go back to the main base of Verdi. We have a pylon warping in units over there. And that probe is still alive. Verdi transitioned out of the traditional 4-gate, and now he's going to start losing probes to the Zealot, and this is going to be really, really key, forcing all the units from Velmu to just be aggressive down here with those multiple pylons that are just around the map. This is a really interesting position for both players being able to warp in and counterattack.
Exactly. This is going to be so pesky, and one pylon is being targeted down, and
goodbye to the probe.
Exactly.
Oh my god, the probe's still alive. Okay, he is going to turn around. I thought he was actually going to leave that probe alive for a second.
Well, that was it for this attack, and meanwhile, let's take a look at the Verdi space. Yeah, there's a robo coming up, and another gateway coming up as well.
Yeah, so both these players seem to not like expanding in PvP. But it seems like we're actually going to be seeing Verdi going for Blink Stalkers, while Velmu just going for 4 gates and a robo.
Yes, so that could possibly be Immortals and gateway units or warp person play even possible, but we're gonna see. Now Verdi is possibly might want to contain his opponent. He's just gonna look at whether there's an expansion or not, and that is definitely not the case. So he's opting to go back home again.
Yeah, but now Velmu is chrono boosting out his Immortals for this little round. And also, Velmu still has a proxy pylon out that has not been killed. Verity's not aware of it. The last side blocker is really helping Velmu out and keeping that alive.
Yes, it hasn't done much so far, but really, for reinforcements, it's pretty pivotal. Right now, he can actually see the pylon. He has vision of the pylon, so he might want to go and take that down, which he is not opting to do as of yet. He's actually going to try and target that with his observer, I believe.
Okay. He doesn't have he's not within range, so now it's going to go down and probably take it out. He's fully aware of it, though. He's now seeing an observer directly over. If he didn't see the end of the mini-map before, and now he's completely aware of it. Alright, and now we do have another Immortal being produced as Velmu's got one out in the field. He looks to be pushing out. He's getting a pylon. He might actually get an expansion. Or that might be a little too much to hope, but we're going to see the death of an observer right about now. Oh my god, Velmu, are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Now he's going to take out the observer.
Nice. The observer is going to go down, so that's pretty huge actually, because you want to build those Immortal continuously. Now he has to build an observer, so he's going to be forced to chrono boost that out pretty soon. Meanwhile, we have a Blink coming for Verdi.
Yep. He's continuing to warp in some Zealots and a Sentry. So it's kind of interesting. He probably saw the Immortal and thought, okay, I might not want to go Blink Stalkers. Velmu's got a nice Immortal count. He's getting more and more and more. He's about to be up to the 3, and that is a very nice move. And now we're probably going to see the pylon getting taken out. There we go. Verdi is going left.
Yes, he is actually. And the pylon is going to go down, but in the meantime, we actually have another pylon being built at the right side of the map. And one probe makes it into the natural of the Verdi space, but I believe that has been scouted, and yes, that is going to go down as well.
Pylon gets cancelled, and Velmu has not expanded. He's kind of showing as if he's trying to expand, but he's got a lot of units here. And if the Verdi is going to attack into this, he might need some Blink Micro to target down some of those Immortals, but this is a very strong army out of Velmu. He's got a 12 food lead count, and it is...
Yeah, that is an army you don't want to blink into. There are so many Zealots and there are so many Immortals that is just going to be suicide, really. But we are going to see, and definitely now the Immortals have like +1 range. Oh, that is a really nice attempt there. Blinking into the enemy base, and these units are really very slow, and he's going to try and force field possibly. Yes, yeah, there we see the force fields going down as well, but he is forced to back off right now. Just picking off one pylon, trying to do some nice shenanigans. It's not really gonna work, but we're gonna see another engagement here.
Yeah, and the thing is, actually, Verdi did also pick off an Immortal. That was a nice pick off, in addition to the pylon. Alright, so now the Zealot count for Verdi is looking nice at 10, but a lot of Stalkers.
Oh my god! Nice force fields going down, trying to deny this. And I love this play. He's going to actually warp in a couple of Zealots and probably send them to the mineral line when he, in the same time when he's engaging with his army. This is a pretty huge army of Velmu, but those force fields are helping quite a lot. Notice these Immortals cannot attack at the moment. One observer is going to go down, so he cannot warp in anything there.
Yeah, and he does. He's not using Blink. He's not blinking.
No, not really. But you cannot blink against Immortals, but then again, you can still try against these units. Nice focusing down that Immortal is going to go down, and all of a sudden, Velmu seems to be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Verdi's working reinforcements, and the thing is, Verdi still has an Immortal that's alive, and you can see Velmu trying to
He needs to snipe off that Immortal, and now a lot of Stalkers going down here. Velmu is really in a lot of trouble. His supply is dwindling. Is this going to be it?
The Immortal is getting targeted down. It should actually still... Will it survive? One more shot is needed. Oh my god. 1 health left on that Immortal.
That is really... Hero Immortal is... Whoa, just 1 HP. Seriously, what?
Yeah. Oh, and Blink.
That's so terrible. And that's going to be it, actually, for Velmu.
Yeah, Verity's now warping on the high ground, and he's got the Blink Stalkers. He doesn't need to worry about anything else. Blink Stalkers alone will be enough. Morrow's going to try and rally to the mineral line and stay alive. Looks like he will successfully survive that little encounter, but for how long? Because now we're going to see Velmu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That Immortal is being targeted down very fast. That is going to go down. Blink Stalkers helping out a lot.
And yeah, Verity.
That's going to be it for this.
Yeah, Verity is kind of in an ideal position at the moment.
Very much so, and yes, and even losing more and more probes. This is going to be it for Velmu, guys. And GG, the current score is tied. We are going to go into match number 3.